A new Space Marine Codex is about to drop, and it brings some big changes for power-armored superhumans in the 41st millennium. Here's what every aspiring chapter master needs to know. This is the Codex. Like the new Orc Codex before it, it is packed with lore, rules, art, and photos. 230 pages long. The lore section is pretty mega. It explores the elements of a Space Marine chapter by taking a tour of a fortress monastery. Everything from the Apothecarium, where new Space Marines are made, to the Hall of the Fallen, where ancient dreadnoughts slumber. There are, of course, a load of new Space Marine miniatures on the way. Alongside the much-anticipated multi-part Outriders comes a new mounted Space Marine captain, opening up the opportunity to lean into a bike-heavy force of Space Marines. Sons of the Khan, rejoice. There are also new multi-part Vanguard veterans, with an expanded arsenal of kit including combat shields and a Thunderhammer for your sergeant. The mainstay unit, the redoubtable Space Marine Intercessor, also gets an update. An incredibly flexible multi-part kit with loads of options for posing, helmets, add-ons, sergeant weapons, and the triumphant return of the back banner. On top of that, many of the miniatures first released in the Armageddon box set will also get their individual releases. There will be some miniatures leaving the range. Yes, we say goodbye to some venerable Space Marine kits, making way for the new miniatures. If you already have a Space Marine army though, don't resign that tactical squad to the shelf just yet. We will be releasing an official Counts As document for loads of Space Marine units, so they can continue to serve in your army. For example, that tactical squad that you bought back in 2001 can continue to serve the Emperor using the rule for Space Marine Intercessors. Speaking of rules, Space Marines are getting some serious glow-ups. Your basic Space Marine and his Astartes issue bolter move to Strength 5, and those warriors in Tacticals Plate move to Toughness 5 as well. Phobos armoured troops meanwhile stay at Toughness 4, but get a movement boost to a very respectable 8 inches a turn. There are other changes across the Codex too, as unit stats and weapon profile change in kind. Even a basic Space Marine will soon feel superhuman on the tabletop. What it will also mean is that Space Marine armies will be slightly smaller, and feel more elite. Each warrior is better, faster, stronger, but the overall army may well have less units on the board, so you'll need to make every model count. And if you're playing against Space Marines, your enemies will be appropriately formidable, but there will be a few less of them.
But what about me and my extra evil or Codex Divergent Space Marines?
Don't worry, heretical and assorted silver, grey, black, red or dark green Space Marines. Alongside Codex Space Marines, there will be a mass update to all varieties of Astartes and Heretic Astartes units across the game to bring them in line with these new rules. The old Codex supplements are retired, alongside the Space Marine Codex, but Blood Angels, Dark Angels, Space Wolves and Black Templars will all get a big digital update that includes their datasheets and new detachments. Heretic Astartes and Grey Knights, on the other hand, will see stat changes across a range of units, so you too can enjoy Strength 5 Stormbolters and Toughness 6 Terminators. These rules will be updated automatically in your Warhammer 40,000 app, alongside the Codex release in October. So in summary, a new Space Marine Codex is coming. Loads of new models. You can carry on using your old models if you like, and you get a bunch of stat line and weapon profile increases across all your Space Marine armies. Enjoy.